You know that feeling when you look at the sheer speed of technological change today, and you just feel like your business is standing completely still while the rest of the world is sprinting ahead? Yeah, it's a super common and frankly pretty terrifying pain point for a lot of leaders. You absolutely know you need to modernize, but just tossing flashy new software at old, outdated problems? Well, that almost never works. So, welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're going on a really fascinating journey to solve exactly that problem. We are going to look at the complete ground-up transformation of a traditional business into a highly efficient, modern, AI-powered powerhouse. In our source material, this is beautifully captured by the concept of the digital organization, or as it's known in Thai, Ongkorn Digital. We're going to explore exactly how you build one, literally starting from the mindset of your team, all the way up to implementing cutting-edge artificial intelligence. Let's get right into it.
Okay, really quickly, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 5 key areas. First, the vision for the digital age. Then, the elements of digital organizations. After that, we'll dive into AI in the organization, uncover the benefits of AI for business, and we'll wrap up with some really cool real-world AI case studies.
Section 1. Vision for the digital age. Let's look at the solid foundation being laid for the future to truly understand the big why behind this massive transformation.
So to build a digital organization, you obviously first need a digital ecosystem to exist within, right? This breaks down Thailand's incredibly ambitious 20-year national master plan for the digital economy and society. Now you might be wondering, why a full 20-year plan? Well, it's because true, lasting transformation literally cannot happen overnight. It kicks off with a 1.5-year sprint just to build out a basic digital foundation. From there, over the next 5 years, it expands into what's called Digital Thailand Inclusion. And this is absolutely crucial. Inclusion means making sure every local business, every student, and every citizen actually gets access to high-speed digital tools, so it's not just the massive corporations reaping all the benefits. Then by year 10, that widespread adoption naturally leads to a full transformation of the economy. Finally, looking 10 to 20 years out, the ultimate goal is global digital leadership. This kind of step-by-step zoning is what ensures sustainable, long-term growth rather than just creating a fleeting tech bubble.
Section 2. Elements of digital organizations. Now that we've got our land zoned on a macro level, let's zoom in on the foundational elements required to actually build your specific organization. Digital transformation happens in a very deliberate sequence, and it absolutely has to start with a unified digital mindset. Think about it. Why does mindset come first? Well, imagine buying a fleet of ultra-modern sports cars for a team that only knows how to ride bicycles. If your people resist the change, or they just don't understand the vision, the technology is guaranteed to fail. Everyone has to be on the same page about how tech drives the business forward. Next, that mindset naturally evolves into streamlined digital processes. This is where you redesign your workflows to link together into one centralized database, finally eliminating all those endless, mind-numbing, redundant tasks. And finally, when your people's mindset and your company's processes perfectly align, that's when you blossom into a true digital organization. Agile, proactive, and incredibly responsive to whatever the market throws at you.
To make your digital investments actually yield real results, you need a perfectly balanced triad. You have to invest equally in your people, the brilliant human actors in your system, you need goal-oriented business processes, and of course, you need the information technology, the actual hardware and software that makes everything click together. I mean, think of a company that drops $1 million on the absolute latest enterprise software, but completely neglects to train its people or update its ancient bureaucratic approval processes. The whole structure just wobbles and the investment is completely wasted. You literally cannot ignore any one side of this triangle.
Moving to a digital workplace is just a profound, empowering shift. I want you to think about the friction of the traditional model for a second. The absolute pain of waiting days for a physical manila folder to go up 3 floors just to get a single signature, with all your data siloed away in rigid hierarchies. The digital model completely shatters those walls. It creates a flatter, highly democratized structure where real-time, cloud-based data helps everyone collaborate beautifully without any boundaries. It automates the mundane tasks, giving your team the actual freedom to do what humans do best: strategize, innovate, and create.
Section 3. AI in the organization. Okay, once your digital plumbing and wiring are successfully installed, it is time to integrate the smart tech.
We're talking about a massive paradigm shift here. Artificial intelligence is not just basic software. Traditional software kind of acts like a calculator, right? It strictly follows a static set of rules and only does exactly what you program it to do. AI, however, involves machines equipped with functions to genuinely perceive, learn, reason, and solve problems intelligently.
It's this dynamic entity that can actually evaluate outcomes and generate entirely new knowledge to replace old, inefficient rules. This capability gives your business an unbelievable competitive edge. It's what actually helps your teams work smarter rather than just grinding harder.
It's really important to note that AI comes in a few different evolutionary levels. First up, we have narrow AI, which is sometimes called weak AI. But honestly, despite the name, it's incredibly powerful at specific tasks. You interact with it every single day. When a streaming service accurately recommends your next favorite movie, or your email inbox effortlessly filters out thousands of spam messages, that is narrow AI working its magic, and it's often outperforming humans in those specific niches. Next is general AI, which is more of a future concept that matches human intelligence across the board. And finally, strong AI, which would possess superhuman capabilities. Right now, the business world is actively and aggressively leveraging narrow AI to do incredible, highly specialized tasks faster than ever before.
Section 4. Benefits of AI for business. Let's see how this smart tech builds into real-world advantages and actually pays off.
Imagine having the ultimate digital assistant woven into the very fabric of your company. Imagine a system that automatically simplifies your corporate structure and refines your KPI management, radically increasing your daily efficiency. At the exact same time, this system is making sense of massive, chaotic data sets to enhance your decision-making and drive tangible outcomes. It's actively working in the background to predict behaviors and avoid costly human mistakes, which drastically reduces error for much safer processes. And if all of that wasn't enough, it's simultaneously maximizing your sales by accurately predicting market demand and instantly detecting fraud, powerfully boosting your overall effectiveness. It's a total game changer.
Let's apply this to a specific department like marketing. For marketers, the transition to AI is literally like moving from blindly guessing what consumers want to knowing instantly and exactly how they behave. AI supercharges digital marketing by analyzing consumer behavior in real time. It effortlessly optimizes SEO, it aids in creating hyper-targeted content, and it builds trust by maintaining positive customer relationships 24/7 using tools like conversational chatbots. It completely redefines both brand image and customer engagement. Section 5. AI Case Studies in Business. Theory's fantastic, but let's look at the proof. Let's explore some incredibly cool real-world examples of this tech in action.
In an amazing application of data marketing, the sandwich chain Subway partnered with IBM Watson to use an AI system that actively monitored local weather patterns. Get this, if the AI detected it was a blazing hot afternoon, it would automatically swap out digital billboard ads for hot toasted sandwiches, replacing them instantly with refreshing ads for cold drinks and lighter fare. This hyper-local, weather-responsive marketing boosted their customer visits by an absolutely staggering 31%. That right there is the financial power of anticipating customer needs in real time.
The hospitality and tourism industry is getting a massive digital makeover too. Hotels are universally adopting AI chatbots to answer guest questions around the clock. Some are even using physical AI. Hilton Hotels introduced this charming AI robot named Connie that uses advanced speech recognition to give guests local travel information face-to-face right in the lobby. Meanwhile, luxury brands like the Dorchester Collection utilize AI to instantly sort through thousands of customer surveys and online reviews. It's all about turning a mountain of passive feedback into proactive, world-class service in a fraction of the time it would take a human team to read it all.
And hey, this transformation isn't just confined to corporate offices and luxury hotels. We even see it revolutionizing the dirt and soil of agriculture. The backbreaking, guesswork-heavy tradition of farming is rapidly being replaced by precision technology. AI sowing apps are now actively alerting farmers to the absolute optimal planting times based on predictive weather and soil data. During cultivation, forward-thinking farms are using smart irrigation and AI robots to constantly check environmental conditions, perfectly harvest mature crops, and even spot and control plant diseases. It is making one of humanity's oldest, most strenuous jobs incredibly efficient and resilient.
From grand 20-year national policies all the way down to a perfectly timed strawberry harvest, the digital evolution is already here. The Ongkon Digital, the true digital organization, isn't some far-off sci-fi future concept. It is the present reality, powered by unified mindsets, streamlined processes, and artificial intelligence. If local farms, luxury hotels, and corner sandwich shops are already harnessing this power to drastically outpace their competitors, the only question left to ask yourself is this:
What is the true cost to your business if you choose not to take that first step today? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.